Good evening. I'm not doing much of a video. This is our night to fast. The only thing I wanted to show you, I went over so many things and they keep giving me 4 minutes and 4 minutes. I don't know if you ever heard me say in one of my videos that a pumpkin, right? In all actuality, if a French person heard you say pumpkin, they would think it was an apple. Pomme is an apple. The palm of your hand. Palm. Apple. Apple hand. Pompier is a fireman. Apple pied means foot. Apple foot. Yesterday, Steve Jobs left us for another job in heaven. He had all the money, he had everything he needed here, but his life wasn't easy when he started off. His mother couldn't afford him, but now he paid his mother back, who brought him into life, who brought the Apple to everybody. Apple is very unique. The iPhone, dead at 56. 56 equals 41. 41 and 56, 98. 8 worlds. The one thing I wanted to show you, I don't know if I showed you before, is trying to go over and what is it? So, yeah, I'm just, excuse me, sorry about that. There's just so many things. I just keep doing videos and it gives me half and I don't remember what I do. Did you ever see this one? This is called the card counter. Every corner, every image has a value. Okay? And if you like, take a look at the sixth card on the right hand side. 361 is the number, the 613 laws of Moses. Okay? That, the seventh card, the eighth card are the only cards that do it. 6, 7, 8. Man 6, God 7, 8 heaven. No other cards has that same remark. And then when we get to the 613 laws of Moses, if we do it in a daily action, okay, we are sleeping for 8 hours a day, which means to heaven. That means we connect. We're awake for 16 hours a day. Did I say we're sleeping 8 hours a day, connects to heaven? We're awake 16 hours a day, which is the one spirit of man, creating the seven. The totality of the two, okay, is obviously 24. This is what I wanted to say. 6 days awake would give us 96 hours, angel and man. The belly of the man is down, the belly of the angel is up. Like the letter B. That's what it is. P, D, B, A, G, Y. All these letters are combined because of creation. They all went together in creation. Each one had its own part. So anyway, 6 days awake, 1 day of God, 3 days awake, gives us a total of 144 hours. 3 worlds, 144,000. Therefore, it reflects the midway angels. God is 24 hours. Beta is 2 of the 4 angle, which means the second world. The 4 angles means a square, okay, which means the 1 world of man, means that God's day says man 6. And in pool, it says the same thing. The solids go up to 7, the man only goes up in the straight balls to 15. 5 and 1 is 6. Again, the spirit of 76 gives you the freedom of 55. In Nostradamus' case, he would take the 76 and go 7 and 6 is 13, and he would minus it from the 13, from 76, and give you the birth, 1963. In my case, what I do is I multiply the 7 times 6 is 42. I add the 7 and 6 is 13. It gives you 55. And like they say on TV, freedom 55. The retirement of 65 is because man and angel and spirit will be working a different way. The connection is now different when we reach the age of 65 in regards to many, many, many aspects. Anyways, the number of hours awake, 144. The number of hours in heaven, 72. 72 is the God, okay, of the 6 days a week, of the 8 hours a night, which would give you the 7286 of me, okay. What else it gives you is the totality of this number, okay, not counting the God, but just counting our 6 days, gives us 216, which is another number in the Torah. It's also 666 times each other, equals to 216, and add the 6s to 18, which would be 234, which would mean 2 worlds. 34 is that square I showed you, right here, 2 squares. 4 corners. See, in man's world, the extra corner he gets is the 4 and the 6. And the worlds that are stuck to the other worlds, we're stuck in the beta world, we're stuck in God's heaven. We're stuck right in there like the ocean. When our ocean waves, it's because God's world is waving. That's why they say whatever happens in the heavens will happen here on earth. This ain't no joke. But I'm having fun with it. I believe it. I've seen things happen already that reflect it. How? Pretty simple. Hey, the Star of Bethlehem. When the Star of Bethlehem come, Jesus was here. When the Star of Bethlehem, when the Star of Bethlehem. So you don't think it comes from the stars? You don't think the comet Lenin is disturbing people? You don't think, oh my God, it's coming to 2012. You don't think it's changing the minds? There's things happening right now that are hidden from us. Because it's hard for people with no money to create an action that people will see. So we do it, and no one will see. But those with money, they create action and big action. And things happen. Negotiations happen. Oh yeah, they're sitting at the G6 summit. Oh, G6. Better make it G7. How do you have a vote with a G6? One is the God and the 6 are just watching? We need the 7th one. They didn't add the 7th game in hockey, baseball, or whatever other sport. But in football, it's a 1-game playoff. In hockey, it's best of 7. But God's world, in baseball, the best of 7. God's world, soccer, football, soccer, soccer, football. One has extra time, the other one has overtime. They both can end in a tie, but the foot and the ball never usually do. Oh, that's American football. Anyways, I'm going to get back to this over here. Although my video probably cut out, I'm going to show you the first picture, okay, which is this one over here. This is 5775. All I did, okay, is if you know tic-tac-toe on a winning line, in fact, you know what, I'm going to add it for you for those who really can't follow me, but I'm going to show you tic-tac-toe, and so here's tic-tac-toe, right? You see it right there? Now I'm going to show you what it means, a winning line. That's a winning line connection. That matches. The wiring fits, okay? So that's what I did. I sliced the line all the way across. I barred it on the top and the bottom, just like on the board, and it comes out to 88 ZN, 88 ZN, okay? And what that means is, okay, just, I have to read it now because I just didn't make it up and I have a story for it as I made it. No, I made it, now I'm making the story. 8 times 8 is 64, ZN. Z and N means 40. Z is the 26th letter, the N is the 14th letter. Together it says 40. Now why do I do it that way? Because the number 7 causes the action of the Z. And then if this board was turned, it becomes the N. Okay? So ZN means life, basically. Life of 40. 40 days, 40 nights, 40 years, 40 months, whatever it is. Doesn't make a difference. 4 is 4. Okay? Yes, it does matter where it comes between all the zeros. But if you just put 4 in a dot, no matter how many zeros you got after that. So we got 88. 8 times 8 is 64. 64 spaces on chess. 64 spaces on checkers. Checkers, you can king yourself. In the other game, you have to eat the king. But in checkers, you make it to be the king. But in chess, you start with a king. Okay? The other ZN means 88 of 64. ZN means a life. Then it says 80N of 64. ZN is a life because the first one is on the left. It is the angel life, 88 ZN. And then the man says it's my life of 88 ZN. Together, okay, I think the total is 176. We get the spirit of 76. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 and 6 is 13. We have 55. Now, if we add the 1 to it, we now have 56 again, and we've now related the 56 years that Steve Jobs has died and becomes a 41 again, which is the beginning of the next life up in the heavens. I did a few different designs. I'm not going to start describing them. In the lower design, don't just see the angle of what that 7 does, because our world is all slanted. You know, I have my glasses here, I wish I can just take my glasses and, how can I do this? Here. Can you see me through these glasses? What do I look like? Don't I get smaller? You see how big my face is? Look at this glass face. So now I'm in the glass. Now look at the picture in the back, the way it changes, okay? We're all shown to see wrong. They make it right. But this world, it's not right. And these slants, all the same, when you see a train going by and all those slants, keep to the left, keep to the right, it's just an explanation. Wow, there's just so much in here. Another thing I want to show you about 5775, and now this is very special because I only found it when I finished, okay? This here, okay? Look at the shape. Look at all the shapes in here, okay? Look at all the shapes. Now what I did is I took the shapes, okay, and if you're Hebrew, you can see there's a lamed in here. There's a lamed. You see the lamed? The 5 looks like a lamed, and then it looks like a lamed, and then the 7s all look like connected lameds, and the other 7s look like collected lameds. All you have is lamed, 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 lemon, 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 and lime, lime and lemon, and lemon and lime, and it's just. Now what I want to show you underneath it is what the result is. That's the result. This square is the result of taking this together, 5775, and doing this to it, and then taking it back and taking all these lines here. You see the shape of this? It's the same shape as over here and over here. There's one on this side, there's one on the other side. There's one on the other side here. See the little spot here? Goes in the little corner here. And then there's another little spot here and the little spot here. And it makes the square. It creates the queen at the same time. And this is what they call 3 of 4. Why 3 of 4? Because you have an L here, and then you have an L here. LL. LL. Life and life. 24 12th letter. L 12th letter represents the queen. The queen is the birth. You put 2 L's together, my friend, you don't only get birth. 2 times 4 is 8, you get the heavens. 2 plus 4 is 6, you get the man. 6 and 8, you get 14. Together it makes the 5 ring that man lives in. Do I talk too fast? I'm trying to keep up with myself. Never mind. It comes in faster than I can speak, and I forget half of it. So anyways, yeah, it all goes together like that. There's not only that. The other letter I was piecing apart is the kaf, because the kaf and the 7 and the lamed, and you know what? God just made it just so perfect. I mean, because I believe He did make it, and He made it for us, and we made it for Him, just by being who we are. What would I do? I know this cassette probably won't make it. No one's going to like me after I say this. But if I ever made it to the top, any kind of government place, I can't do what they say. I just can't. So then you can't vote me in. Can't do what they say. I don't know what they're going to say, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do anything they say. I don't want to do anything anybody says. I want to see what has to be done so that all the people can profit in a way. We must all one day profit. Prophesize, prophecy. The professor, what did he say? What did he see? Okay? We must all profit in life. In general, we must be not general, or private. What is stronger, the general or the private? Well, it's the thing that is private that keeps everything else general. Let me tell you one thing. If I was up at the top, what would I do? I try to do the best for all the people. For me alone? Me! I live with everybody. What would it be good just me? Now look what they're doing all over the world. I'm not going to mention anything. They're just hiding and digging to hide, to dig, to hide, to dig so nobody knows. Because they have to hide because of something else, for some other reason. The fuck? All this money being spent because something's going to happen? Hey man, if there's a planet out there that comes charging towards Earth, they're taking everybody with it. Okay? Then we'll go up to heaven, then let them judge. So if you're trying to create for yourself and not for everybody at once, when it's coming time for your judgment, it's too late, man. You can't buy your way out. It's too late. The computer does it all by itself. It judges you and poof, spits you out and puts you right back here to do it again and scratch your head the next time you never knew you were here. What happened to the first story? So they send you coincidence? Coincidence?